What's going on, guys? This is Call Me HD or Ian, whatever you want to call me. Basically, today I'm gonna start breaking down the mysterious slash lost locations iceberg. It's been floating around Reddit, YouTube for a while now. I've seen a couple other people make videos on it, but they didn't really go too in depth. You feel me? They would like only hit a few things. Yeah, they only hit a couple of tier like things on each tier. So basically, how I wanted to do it was I wanted to basically almost like how Wendigoon did his kind of conspiracy theory tier list, not tier list, but iceberg. I wanted to basically go through and just break down everything that I could possibly find. Try to get all of it, you know what I mean? There's got to be at least a little bit of information on all this stuff, so that's why it's on here. You feel me? But yeah, basically, there's over like I'm looking at right now. There's over like easy, I would say 60 things on here, to be honest with you. So it's gonna take a while, to be honest. Just even looking up this first tier information took me like a week. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to make sure I find at least something that's right, something that makes sense. So yeah, you feel me? Basically, I'm gonna be starting the series just with this, and it's gonna take me, who knows? You feel me? I don't know how long this thing's actually gonna take me. I don't know what I'm gonna do in between this. I might just try to bang this out real quick, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how people like it. You feel me? So yeah, we're just gonna start right off. You feel me? Number one, first thing on the tier list is Pompeii. Pompeii is it was an Italian city way back when in 79 AD. You know what I mean? Like real early on, and basically that it was like a bustling city. You feel me? It was like a regular city back then. But the reason why it was so famous is because it got destroyed basically by Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The volcano, you know what I mean, it erupted, kind of destroyed a lot of it, but the volcanic ash is really what did its deal, you feel me? Volcanic ash came in and basically covered the entire city, you feel me? Blanketed that thing and froze people, the buildings, it froze everything just in time, you know what I mean? Anything that was caught in it. I remember seeing pictures in high school, or I think it was high school, to be honest, not middle school. But I remember seeing people like pictures of people holding hands, you know what I mean? Like they're mummified, just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not even like a skeleton. It's just like a mummified person, you know what I mean? Holding hands, hugging. And that's like, you know what I mean? They froze in a time like that, bro. It's just kind of crazy, to be honest with you. But yeah, other than that, it wasn't really much information. I was assuming that was really all the information that they were going to put out for this one, for like the mysterious, just because like, oh, they don't really know too much from before. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, moving on. Second one on this list is El Dorado. El Dorado honestly had like almost nothing on it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could not find anything. It's probably just because they haven't found it. They don't even really know if it's a real thing. You know what I mean? Basically, El Dorado itself is Spanish for the golden one, and it's known as the city made of gold. You know what I mean? If you ever seen the Disney movie, I think it's a Disney movie. Fire movie, by the way. Def underrated. That Treasure Planet. This is her third one. I can't think of. But absolute fire movies, to be honest with you. That's the best thing I could think even El Dorado is, you know what I mean? I got a little bit of information right here. Basically, it says that the only place that is actually believed to have been, like, the place that people think it's at is basically somewhere around, like, Colombia, Venezuela, and Brazil. You know what I mean? Third thing on this list is Pangea. I'm assuming most people have heard of Pangea. It's basically what the world was before continental drift and all the like actual continents kind of like spread apart and everything, tectonic plates, all that bullshit. But basically, yeah, the first time it was ever theorized, it was theorized by Alfred Wagner in the earliest 20th century. And basically he came up with that whole thing of tectonic shift, like continental drift, tectonic plates moving and everything like that, shifting it. And the only other real thing I could see on it was that people think that dinosaurs were walking around on Pangea. So that's pretty lit, you know what I mean? Dinosaurs is fire. Fourth one is the Bermuda Triangle. It's like another one that I feel like everybody's heard of, something at least of it. But Bermuda Triangle is also known as the Devil's Triangle, and basically it's known for like, bro, every conspiracy theory you can even think of, you know what I mean? Aliens, planes disappearing, you know what I mean? I've heard things like the Malaysia flight disappeared once it hit there. Just a ton of different shit, you know what I mean? Radios like not working, like tons of different electrical equipment kind of thing not working. So who really knows what's going on over there? But basically here I got like a little like excerpt of a specific, very specific one, which I thought was super weird. And basically it's about the HMS Atlanta. And basically this wasn't even just like a regular ship, you know what I mean? This is like a big ass ship, bro. Like this thing is carrying almost 300 people. Like this thing is ready, cuz this thing is about his business, you feel me? And basically this thing, when it left, they were leaving, I think they were leaving Cuba, or they were leaving the Caribbean. They were heading somewhere else, but basically they passed through it. There was warnings that it was like storming out and everything like that, but tons of other ships were already making this same journey, you feel me? And basically it just disappeared off the, like, you know what I mean? It disappeared. No survivors, no traces of the boat, no like fragments, broken pieces of it, like something that it like actually crashed. And which was weird at the time, because basically any other time that ship had wrecked or something like that had happened, they had always found either survivors or bodies, you know what I mean, or they had at least found some kind of wreckage. And this one just straight disappeared. 290 people disappeared, like gone. And basically they just chalked it up to saying that it was a storm and it crashed, because they didn't have any other explanation. So make that what you will, you feel me? Maybe they just disappeared, maybe they teleported, different dimensions, who knows, cuz, you feel me? Only they know. But anyways, we're moving on, you feel me? Easter Island is next. Easter Island is weird to me, because it's like, I thought this was also the place with the giant pots. I don't think it is. This is the place specifically with the Easter Island head statues. Basically, if you haven't seen them, they're like 13-foot tall statues of just giant, skinny, tall heads. You feel me? Big craniums. And that's it. There's about almost 900 of these things, bro, just spread around the entire island. I know when I watched Wendigoon's whole conspiracy thing, there was one in there that the heads are actually caskets, you know what I mean? Like a mummy kind of shell. That would be crazy, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I do believe in giants. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I don't think you can change my mind for real. Giants, they real. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just waiting to see one myself, bro. No bullshit. But yeah, basically that's it, you know what I mean? It's just a random island, like hundreds of these things, bro. Like not just a couple, hundreds of these big ass things. You feel me? Like you can't even see my hand, bro. Tall as hell, bro. You feel me? Like these things are more than double me. You feel me? Like 13 feet tall. Oh my god, I can't even think of that. But next thing on this list is Stonehenge. Stonehenge is something I feel like I've always heard about, but at the same time I maybe only heard of once for real, and then I just like have seen about it, seen it in games, seen it in random shit like that, you know what I mean? But basically the whole significance of it is broken down into literally one sentence. I'm gonna read it right here. Stonehenge is the most architecturally sophisticated and only surviving lintelled stone circle in the world. That's it. That's what's like, they just can't understand how people put this thing together back then. You know what I mean? It supposedly was built by the Druids, which are like high priests of the Celts and everything, and supposedly it was for like sacrificial purposes, but who knows, you know what I mean? I ain't one of them, they ain't one of me. I don't know nobody like that, so to most people it's just a mystery. We don't really know. And basically John Aubrey was the first person who ended up linking Stonehenge to the Druids and stuff like that, but never been confirmed, so make that what you will. Chernobyl exclusion zone, to be specific, to be honest. Now this one is a little weird, to be real with you, because like Chernobyl itself is like still a weird spot. I'm pretty sure it's still super radioactive. Like nobody lives there still, you know what I mean? You can't even really go there unless I'm pretty sure you have to get like a specific tour guide. I'm sure you have to probably get government approval to even go there, to be honest with you. But basically on April 26, 1986, the number 4 RBMK reactor at the nuclear power plant at Chernobyl, Ukraine went out of control during a test at low power. When that happened, basically the reactor had a meltdown, you know what I mean? And it started releasing all this radiated shit in the air, you know what I mean? Basically when it exploded, it released, I got it right here. It released tons of radiation into the atmosphere, but it also at the same time created the elephant's foot. I'm gonna put a picture up right here if I can find one. The elephant's foot is like, how do I even describe it? It's like a blob. It's literally like an elephant's foot. I guess that's the best way to describe it. You know what I mean? Why am I doing a harder job than they did? But, you feel me? It's literally like this giant ass blob of like melted radiated material. Like it says it's got uranium, titanium, zirconium, magnesium, and graphite. Just melted and fused together in this big ass like blob. It's not even a blob. It literally does look like an elephant's foot. You know what I mean? It's got like the whole cuts and everything. But literally, when they saw this thing, they didn't even realize how dangerous it was. You know what I mean? These people, when they first saw it, they just walked in like, oh shit, what the hell is that thing? You know what I mean? Apparently, they started shooting at it with the AK, with the armor-piercing rounds. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing that they like figured was even doing any damage to it at the time. But what are they gonna do? Just sit there all day, spray it? No. So basically they just left it alone, you know what I mean? Moved everybody away from it, say, yo, listen, this is an exclusion zone, cuz you feel me? You ain't allowed over here no more. Nobody's allowed over here. But apparently, as of 2021, the mass has been described to have a consistency similar to sand. Excuse me. And apparently the radiation is slowly going down. At first, you would die within about 2 minutes. You would get so much radiation in you that you would die. I think it was actually even less than that, now that I'm saying it. I think it was literally like 30 seconds. Enough radiation to just, you know what I mean, cause you to die. But after 5 minutes of exposure, even just in the room, you were basically guaranteed to have cancer or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you were getting sick and you were probably going to die. Is how this thing worked, you know what I mean? It's like so much radiation. I don't even know how else to describe it other than that, you know what I mean? You couldn't even walk through enough radiation if you was trying to, basically, here. You feel me? Like, this place is crazy. So, next on this list, probably one of the most frightening ones when I really think about it, is the Marianas Trench, you know what I mean? I just know it's not the Marianas Trench, you feel me? But this is the deepest trench in the whole world so far, you know what I mean, that they've figured out so far. I know a lot of our oceans like unexplored, at least probably like still 90% of it I would say is unexplored. So I'm not gonna put a definitive fact on that, but that's what they say so far. So basically, yeah, it's literally just a giant gorge in the Western Pacific Ocean. It's about 200 kilometers east of the Mariana Islands, which is where it gets its name, you know what I mean? It's the closest thing to it. But basically, it's about 35,000 feet deep. Almost like a little under 36,000, to be honest. I'm being generous. I'm taking off some. But it's a little under 36,000 feet. And basically, no one had really explored this. Yeah, the Chinese actually literally had just gotten to it November 2020. You know what I mean? They reached the bottom of it. 10,909 meters to be exact, which equals out to 35,791 feet. Holy shit. That's deep, bro. I don't even go in the ocean because, like, I ain't going to the beach. You maybe could catch me at a beach. I ain't going to no water. Catch me at a pool, bro. If you got a pool, hit me up. I'm sliding through your crib out summer, for real. Next up on the list, though, you feel me? Alcatraz. Alcatraz is, I think it's one of the oldest prisons. Nowadays, it's just like it's like a tourist place. But before, it was a prison, and it's right off of the coast of California. And basically, the prison was known for being, like, basically super secure. You know what I mean? It's in the ocean. You gotta, if you're trying to escape, you gotta literally climb off this island first off. You gotta escape the jail. You gotta try to swim across the ocean to get back home, which is a whole nother thing in itself. And then once you're back home, like, you're still on the run, you know what I mean? So you gotta try to survive off of that. So basically, in its 30-year history, only 3 people successfully escaped. Okay, they had around 30 attempts. It was 36 attempts. 23 of them were caught, 6 were shot and killed. The other ones drowned, except for 3 of them. The 3, I'm gonna put up a picture right here, because that's some boss shit. You feel me? They deserve the picture up here. Frank Moores, John Anglin, and his brother Clarence Anglin. The 3 guys, the only ones to ever escape Alcatraz and survive. Like, congratulations, boys. You deserve that shit, no lie. If you got away with that, I can't believe it. You feel me? Now, next up on this list, probably something I don't know if I'll dive deeper into it, to be honest with you. There's just so much information. There's no way I was going to be able to put all of it on it. You know what I mean? But it's Area 51. Area 51 is technically it's a military base. It's in Nevada, in the desert. And basically the whole mysterious thing around it is because it's believed that that's where they keep aliens, alien UFO wreckage, all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've heard about it. If you found this video, I'm 1,000,000% sure you've heard of Area 51. So I ain't really too worried about it. But basically, it's mainly used to like test weapons and test like stealth bombers, new aircrafts, all that shit. But what's really interesting is, you've probably seen the Joe Rogan thing with Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar was a guy that worked there. And he basically, a lot of his claims are pretty crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He claims that they literally work on aliens. You know what I mean? He says that they know that they work on aliens, that they have autopsy photographs. They've seen them themselves, you know what I mean? And literally, like, all of his claims has been discredited. Okay, first off, let's get that clear out of the way. He's been discredited plenty of times, but at the same time, isn't that what they would do? You know what I'm saying? If you've ever seen this conspiracy thing, they always make the guy that seems crazy seem more crazy. So who knows? You know what I mean? I wasn't there. Bob Lazar was there. I'm gonna take his word for now, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Big pinch of salt. We ain't even gonna get out to that. Now, sort of connected, but not the entire same thing, is Roswell. Roswell, New Mexico, is basically, it's a place where apparently a UFO had crashed. You know what I mean? And here, I got a little excerpt for you. It's the Roswell incident is the 1947 recovery of balloon debris from a ranch near Corona, New Mexico, by the United States Army Air Force officers from Roswell Air Force Base. And basically, that was the whole story. It was an air balloon that had crashed over there. The Army just went to go grab it, bring it back. But the whole conspiracy thing is that people think that it's not a hot air balloon, basically, you know what I mean? Obviously, people think it's a UFO, people think it's this, people think it's that. This has been disproven. Like, proven that it was not. It was literally a hot air balloon, okay? It's literally been proven multiple times. In fact, the entire Roswell incident is considered the world's most famous and most exhaustive, oh my God, I can't even say this word, and most exhaustively investigated, most thoroughly debunked UFO claim. So it was a fucking hot air balloon, you know what I mean? I mean, people just got to get over it at some point, you know what I mean? Like, not everything, it's got to be something crazy, you feel me? Anyways, we're coming up on the end. I got 2 more things on this list. Second to last is the Egyptian pyramids. The Egyptian pyramids, literally everybody that goes through elementary and middle school should know about them. They're the pyramids built by the Egyptians, you know what I mean? Basically one of the first wonders of the world, you know what I mean? I think it is technically the oldest wonder of the world, but specifically the ones found at Giza and everything are the 3 that are the wonders of the world. There's technically around 118 identified Egyptian pyramids and more. I don't know if you've seen the video, but they think that they found a few up in Antarctica. Sounds a little sketchy to me, man. I don't know. That shit might be real, bro. Who knows? Maybe people was around on Pangea for real. At that point, you feel me? But anyways, yeah, they're known for being like basically like a tomb, you know what I mean? It's supposed to basically be like a ceremonial like burial ground, basically, you know what I mean, for pharaohs, kings, all that shit. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why it's on here, because like people have a good idea of how it was made, but at the same time, you know what I mean, like people look at it and they're probably like, okay, all right, yo, back before my camera was cut out. As I was saying, main reason why I think that the pyramids are even on this tier list iceberg thing to begin with is just because a lot of theories, a lot of conspiracy theories or whatever you want to call it, a lot of them say that aliens helped build the pyramids or built them itself or brought them here. There's so many, bro. All of them are coming from ancient aliens, to be honest. I'm gonna put up the guy's picture. You already know his face. I'm sure you're literally pitching the guy's face right now. You feel me? I see it perfectly, so clear in my head right now. I literally see the face, the little dumb face that he makes all the time. You know what I'm talking about? But that guy, he says all the time that aliens built this, aliens built that. The pyramids is one of those things that he always says. So take that if you want to believe him. You feel me? Other than that, I don't know what to tell you, man. Do your own research, whatever. But finishing out this this level of the iceberg, basically, it's the Holy Grail location. Now, the Holy Grail itself is the cup or the chalice, whatever you want to call it. It's the big pimp cup. Yeah, basically, two Spanish historians named Margarita Torres and Jose Ortega del Rio believe that the Holy Grail itself was actually kept inside of another holy object called the Chalice of Dona Urraca. Probably butchered that name. Like, just forgive me, bro. Don't even think twice about my pronunciation, bro. It's horrible. You feel me? My handwriting ain't no better, so trust me. This is as hard as it looks for me, to be real with you. And basically, they believe that the chalice is already found. They think that it's already there, and it's just sitting in this church called Leona's Basilica of Saint Isidore. And that's it. People think that it's been there since the 11th century, man. But at the same time, there's been over 250 claims of it being in tons of other places: Egypt, England, basically all around Europe, tons of places, bro. So who knows if they really found it or if they just got the best looking one. They're like, yep, this is the one. You feel me? This is it. We got it. This is Jesus' cup, cuz. You feel me? $1 million. Put this in your thing. But yeah, basically that's the end of this level. Hopefully I can record the next tier or whatever, the next level of this part 2. That's gonna take me a minute, bro. That one's got like, this one only had what, like 10 things on it. The next one's got like 30. So however long this video is, let me know if you want a full second one, or if you want me to break it down so they're like a little shorter. I'm gonna try to make these as short as possible, to be honest. I like watching long videos, but at the same time, like, I don't got time like that, to be honest. I know a ton of other people don't have time like that. So we're gonna see how this comes out. I still gotta learn how to edit this and everything. So hopefully YouTube can teach me that too, you feel me? And yeah, I mean, other than that, shit, let me know what you thought. I know I gotta get better at stuff, okay? Like, but you feel me? Just don't flame me too bad. Just, you know what I mean? Let me know what I gotta do better. And yeah, other than that, I'll catch y'all later, deuces. You feel me? Stay dangerous.